Hello, good morning and welcome to the Dutchin channel. It's Saturday the 23rd of March 2024 and it's approaching 10 o'clock in the morning, and we're going to do the selections this afternoon for the Newbury meeting, starting with the 140 where 11 go to post. So we'll start with our spreadsheet here, and our top selection for the first race would be Cannock Park here in the 140. So we'll go over to Matchbook for the prices, and we can see that the over round figure is 101.72, so that's fine. And Cannock Park is already odds on favourite at 1.93. So that means we need more than £50 stakes, and we haven't got that. We've only got 50 maximum. So this would be the only horse we bet in the first race at Newbury, and that would be Cannock Park. We'll go back to the racing post. If you saw in here, you go, hold on a minute, there's no form on that horse, and John only does the horses that are run before. But if you was to click on it, you will see that it has plenty of form on the flat. So that's not a problem. It's only when they haven't run or they've only run in point-to-points. So moving into race 2 is the 210 there. We've got a non-runner, and that leaves 9. That's for the 210, which I've already deleted. So my top selection here will be Into the Park. This is one of the ITV4 races this afternoon, where I have done a separate video just with the TV races if you want to click onto that. So we're going to go back into Matchbook, into the 210, and our selection here, you can see at the top again, the overround just a little bit out there at 103.92. Need that to drop perhaps to 2.5%. Into the Park, that's currently trading at 7 on Matchbook, and stakes of £14.29 would return £100. I Love My Bay, and that is the outsider. That's currently trading at 22. Stakes of £4.55 would return £100. And Idy Wood, the third selection from us, that's currently trading at 12.5, and stakes of £8 would return £100. Our fourth selection, 135 Not Out, and that is currently 15.5, and stakes of £6.45 would return £100. So the stakes on those 4 selections so far, £33.28. We've still got £16.72 to play. Our fifth selection is The Good Doctor, and The Good Doctor, another outsider, that's currently trading at 16 on Matchbook, would require stakes of £6.25. And our sixth selection is Break My Soul. Break My Soul, and this is currently 9.6 on Matchbook. So let's just add these top 5 up before we go ahead with the last. We have £39.53. We can only use £10.47, and we got £10.42 on that. So that's fine to have all the stake on this one, and that's Break My Soul. £10.42 stakes at 9.6 would return us £100, and we've got 5 pence over, so we're not going to worry about the 5 pence there on Spirits Bay. So we'll go back through the race. We've got 6 running for us to return £100, and they are Into the Park, I Love My Bay, Idy Wood, 135 Not Out, The Good Doctor, and Break My Soul. So when there's only 9 runners and you've got 6 to return at £100, and your stakes were 50, all them running there at even money would be a really good bet to get on. Into the second race the third race? Well, I don't know how quickly that goes. Yeah, the third race at Newbury is the 240. 7 go to post here. Let's double check that on the racing post. Only 6 now go to post here. Eton Kalina is a non-runner. That would have been our 5th selection. So we'll just change all the details. And our top selection here is Heltenham. And let's go back to Matchbook. Into their third race at Newbury, and Heltenham at the moment is 2.24, so that's just under 5 to 4. That would require stakes of £44.64 to return £100, and our second selection would be Gustavian, and Gustavian is currently trading at 9.4. This would have needed stakes of £10.64, but because of the big outlay on the one before, we've only got £5.36 left, and that will be the only other bet in that race. So Gustavian, £5.36, times that by 9.4 matchbook price, would return £50.38. So it would be the money back for Gustavian, but if the favourite Heltenham was to win, we would return £100. Then moving into the 4th race, this is the 3:15 at Newbury. It's another one of those ITV4 races. 17 go to post here, big handicap. And yep, all 17 go to post. So we'll go back into Matchbook, bring that page up. And our number 1 selection here was Smiling Getaway. And Smiling Getaway, that's currently trading at 11.5. So stakes of £8.70 would return us £100. Our second selection is Betty. And Betty is, let's go down a bit further, that's currently 32 and would require stakes of £3.13 to return £100. Our third selection is Larchmont Lass, and Larchmont Lass, that's currently trading at 7.2 on Matchbook, and stakes here of £13.89 would return £100. And our 4th selection, Party Vibes. Party Vibes currently 6.6 and would require stakes of £15.15. Those 4 added up together come to £40.86, leaving us £9.14 left to stake. Our 5th selection is Alfie's Princess, and Alfie's Princess is trading at 18 currently, and stakes of £5.56 would return £100. And our 6th selection, Lilting Verse, and Lilting Verse, that's currently 25, and we'll see if we've got enough money to put on this one. We have £3.58, so we can't do the £4, but £3.58 on this one, and that is our £50 stake. So we'll go back into Lilting Verse, and stakes of £3.58 times the 25 matchbook price would return us 89.50, so it still would be a nice profit. And we've got 5 running for us: Smiling Getaway, Betty, Larchmont Lass, Party Vibes, and Alfie's Princess. One of those 5 would return £100, and as you saw, Lilting Verse would return 89.50. So we got 6 against the field in the 315 at Newbury. Now we go into the 350. This is a no betting race for me, and as we go into it, you'll see that there's more that haven't seen a race course than have. So a line straight through that one from me. Then we'll move into the 425 at Newbury. I've got 8 going to post here, and we'll move this on, and you'll see that there is a non-runner here, Jupiter Du Geet, leaving 7. And Jupiter Du Geet was our top selection, so that will change all of this. So that would have been the one I expected to win. Right, and that's done. So our number 1 selection here would be Mount Tempest in the 425. So we'll go over to Matchbook. Just look at the overround in that race before, still needs to come down 2.5% there. Into the 350, you can see as the time of the day goes further, these get worse. So 107.84, you need at least 6% off of these prices as they stand. And our top selection in this race I've clicked on the wrong race. There seems to be too many runners. Right. Oh yeah, that was the race with the unraced horses. Right. So into the 425 on Matchbook. Our number 1 selection is Mount Tempest. This is trading currently at 5.5, and stakes of £18.18 would return £100. And our second selection is Do Hallow Tommy. Do Hallow Tommy, that's currently trading at 4 on Matchbook. £25 stakes would return £100. We've staked so far 43.18, so £6.82 would be a maximum left. And we got 1 more for the road, is our third selection, and that currently is trading at 11.5. So we don't have the full £8.70, but we've got £6.82, so that will be our final bet in this race to bring that up to £50 stakes. So 1 more for the road, £6.82 stakes times the 11.5 Matchbook price would return us £78.43, so it would still be a profit. And Mount Tempest and Do Hallow Tommy, if one of those win, it will return £100. So moving into the 5 o'clock at Newbury, we've got 11 go to post for the last. And going back in to Racing Post, there are now 8 runners and 3 casualties. So the first one we've got Frankie de Burley does not go. That was our second selection, so we would have been betting that. Then we've got Certainly Red. That would have been our third selection, so that needs to be deleted. And the other non-runner, Demachine, And can you believe it? That was our number one selection. So our first three that we most probably would have betted in this race are all non-runners. That leaves 8 going to post. Just doing my little changes here. And our top selection now would be Run to Milan for the 5 o'clock. And we'll go back into Matchbook for that final race. 103.97, the over round, still needs to come down by 3.5%. And Run to Milan, that is currently 9 at the moment on Matchbook. £11.11. Stakes would return £100. And our second selection is Ashtown Lad. This is currently 8.2, and stakes of £12.20 would return £100. Our third selection is Wayfinder. Wayfinder is currently 12 and would require stakes of £8.33 to return £100. Stakes so far are £31.64, so we've got £18.36 left. Our fourth selection is Fortescue. Fortescue is our second in at 5.2. This would need stakes of £19.23. But adding it up just now, we've got £18.36 left. So that's our maximum stake on Fortescue. So with the calculator, we need £18.36 on Fortescue times the 5.2 price on Matchbook would return us £95.47, so a good profit still. And we've got 3 others running for us. That's Run to Milan, Ashtown Lad and Wayfinder. If one of those win, it will return £100. And that's the last race at Newbury. And we're now going back to do a recap. And starting with the 140, we've only got one bet here. This is Cannock Park because it's odds on, so £50 to win on that. Into the 210 at Newbury, this is an ITV4 race. We've got Into the Park, I Love My Bay, ID Wood, 135 Not Out, The Good Doctor and Break My Soul. If one of those 6 were to win, you would return £100. Into the next race, the 240 at Newbury, we've got Heltenham. If this wins, it will return £100. And Gustavian, the lower amount. In the 315 at Newbury, another ITV4 race, we've got Smiling Getaway, Ubeti, Larchmont Lass, Party Vibes and Alfie's Princess. One of those 5 will return £100. And Lilton versus the lower amount. The 350 at Newbury is a no betting race. The 425, we've gone for Mount Tempest and Do Hello Tommy. One of those 2 will return £100, and one more for the road will be the lower amount. And the final race at Newbury, the 5 o'clock, we've got Run to Milan, Ashdown Lad and Wayfinder. One of those 3 will return £100, and Fortescue will return the lower amount. So that's the Newbury card completed, and let's hope we all find a few winners there today.